Full stream. 30, 48, 30. Okay. Hey, this is Victor. So when you sign on, please just say hello. And I'm going to switch. Okay, now I'm live on Streaming the Magic and on. So I'm getting a new website. Well, I got not a website technically, but a new web address, Victor's Vista. So it's all going to be about my view, my backyard.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm live, it'll be on there live. And then I can tell people go and sign up and watch Victor's Vista. And hello, Victor. Thank you, Chris Duncan. Hi from Texas. Of course, I don't have the magnifying glass with me. Darn it. I always do that. But I can read it today for some reason. Yes, it's a beautiful day today. We're in the 70s. It's just, which for us is a little bit crisp. And I am showing you a community, and I've got a special guest with me too. But this community, if you go, would you say right that way is Disney? Or?
Yeah, so the Magic Kingdom is right where you're pointing. Yes.
Okay, Magic Kingdom is right there directly. It's probably the next thing.
Yeah, it's like over the tree line.
Over the tree, yeah.
Maybe we're physically maybe a mile and a half away from the Magic Kingdom right now.
Okay, mile and a half. As the crow flies, because there's a creek in the middle, and if anybody wants to survive that, you be my guest. You can cross the creek from here. You would go up. There's two ways actually. Okay, tell me which way you go.
So if I'm going to the Magic Kingdom, I'm going down Sidell Road. I'm making a right on Reams Road.
Well, no, Summer Lake.
Summer Lake, I'm sorry. Then a right on Summer Lake's only like 100 yards. And then a right on Reams Road. And then I go on that maybe 2 miles or a mile and a half. And then a right on Floridian Way. And that takes me right over to the Grand Floridian.
And you can, if you're eating at the Grand Floridian, you just can park there. But if you go to Magic Kingdom, then you just go around and look for the parking.
So although we're physically a mile and a half away from the Magic Kingdom, it may take us a 5-mile drive to get there.
Yeah.
and that's the way it works here because there's so many lakes. I like to call it a Big Dipper effect. You're basically taking roads around lakes in order to get to your destination.
Yeah, and then the other way you could go is go down Sidell to where you could go one exit on the 429, which would be quick, but you could also take Avalon to Flamingo Crossing, and Flamingo Crossing is Disney property, and that's where they're having the new shopping center. So we're going to have a Target, right now it's a Target, and I think a Lucky's has been announced.
Right.
So at least we've got all our shopping right there. And then later on, I'm going to show you where the new grocery stores are going in. This whole area is like, let me turn around the camera. Hold on, let me see. Where the hell do you turn around the camera? Where is it? Oh, they moved it. I love when they update the maps. Hey, how are you? So, I'm here again. Now, you may be wondering who was talking. This is Aaron, one of my customers.
How you doing, guys? Aaron Del Prince.
And Aaron you work in Celebration.
Correct, yes, Celebration.
You're coming from Indiana.
Correct, yeah, just moved here about 6 months ago.
Oh, I remember that. And and people always say to me, when should I start looking for a house? And I said, I probably said to you, start looking now so that you get an idea. If it's something you're definitely going to do, start looking now. Because what happened was about 6 months into him looking and watching my videos and everything, he said, you know what? We changed our plans and we're going now. And if you hadn't started looking, you probably wouldn't have had any idea what the prices were.
Exactly. Yeah, so you start doing research, ahead of your move, and there's a lot of information out there on pricing, communities, what areas of the Orlando are available, and you really want to have an idea, general idea of what you can afford, what communities would fit your lifestyle, and there's just a lot of moving parts. So doing the research ahead of time before you start scouting homes is critically important.
And you know what? When you do your research, here's the thing. First of all, I'm willing to research with people all the time. I don't mind telling them areas and giving them based on their criteria and things. But one little tip that I like, if you go and say, gee, I want to find out what a good lender is, or what the good rates are, or how much it's going to cost, get yourself an email address that you're going to close up after you buy your home. Because you're going to get, if you go to like, Lending Tree, they're going to give your email address to everybody, and you're going to end up being inundated with hundreds of emails over a month. So get yourself an email address just for your search, like Aaron's search at gmail.com. And then you can but give me your real one. Because I'm only gonna send you, like, if you're just looking, like, once a week. But you could always look, whenever you want. But so over the now you came here looking for, like, you really were thinking more of a condo type situation.
Yeah,
right?
we originally had thought we were going to purchase a townhome. That's ideally
Okay.
what we had decided upon.
Yeah,
And as
remember
we
that.
were doing, looking around, and you drove us around to different homes in different communities, we stumbled across Watermark, which is where we're at today.
Well, I knew I was showing you it.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true. And so here in Watermark, they have something called bungalows, which are basically they're townhomes that are not connected, which really suited us because we were a little leery about purchasing a townhome connected to a unit next to us. But so this really fit the bill, where we have a townhome, but in a it's not connected. So again, we did some research. We kind of knew what we wanted going into it. We made some modifications as we went along, and we ended our search here.
Well, one of the things was I wanted to show you a resale. We were looking at the townhomes. We were looking across the street, and the prices of the townhomes, I think it was like $310 for a townhome.
Right.
And I said, I'm pretty sure that across the street we could get a whole house. My feeling is if you're on the verge, get a house, because a house has better resale value, easier to sell.
Right.
But we were looking at a resale in a same community, 2 years old, and with the lender kickbacks that they had and the incentives that they had, it was actually better for you to buy a brand new home.
Right. Yeah, and the 1 year warranty,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. It really
I think
does
so.
matter, and you probably do pay for it, but it's worth it, because if you do have some things that go wrong through that first year, it's a bumper to bumper warranty, so they'll take care of it for you.
Yeah. But you haven't had anything really, not major, right?
No, nothing major at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment, I say that, right?
Well,
'cause knock on wood, you just never know. But it's been really well done. We went through a couple of walkthroughs before we closed on the house.
yes,
We didn't find very many things wrong with it, but they mark everything with yellow Post-its, and they'll go back and take care of any concerns that you have.
Great. So we just got Marge Linney is saying Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Just tuned in. Where are you? Great way for us to change. We are in Watermark. I'm just going to walk up here a little bit. And Aaron's going to spend some time with me today. So for those of you who don't know, Aaron is one of my customers who bought a house here. We had been communicating. He met me on the Facebook live streams. So this community is 1.5 miles as the crow flies from Disney World. In Winter Garden, the fastest growing community in really the United States. I actually think they're gonna reach a tipping point, like Windermere, because Windermere, I was looking in there recently for new construction for a customer. I couldn't find nothing. I mean, nothing that I hadn't shown them already.
Right.
So there's nothing new, and that means if there's nothing brand new and there's nothing being permitted, you're a year out at least, at minimum, from a new development. And I don't even see any area. I drive through there all the time. I don't even see any areas where they look like they're clearing the land. And I don't see any areas really here There's a great winding bay. Has some new construction in it. Waterlea
Yeah.
and Watermark has several opportunities here.
Right, right. So just to give everybody some
Yeah.
scale and perspective, so if you're looking at a map of Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom is on the north side of Walt Disney World. We are due west of the Magic Kingdom about 1.5 miles.
Yes.
That's exactly where we are.
So we're going to take a walk through of a house. Hopefully we're going to have good connection. It looks like we've been having, as soon as I said that, it went to 0. No. God, okay. All right, that's should not mention the connection. All right, so we're at, what is going on? As soon as I said that. All right, now we're back up to, okay, so we're having a little connection issue. As soon as I said we're having good connection today. Let's just stay still for a second and see if I capture it. I will wear a tinfoil hat if it gives me a better connection. Yeah, you could tell when you're not getting a lot of responses. Well, let's see. Damn it. Someone's got to come up with something. I know Comcast had something, but I didn't think that worked very well for me. Okay. So we're going to be going into a model. Can anybody, is everybody listening or is it cutting in and out? There we go. It's always, nope, not that paper. There it is. Okay, so we're going to be looking at a model. The last question was, where are you? And now you haven't got, I'm going to start walking. Okay, we'll go this way because maybe we'll get better signal. That's weird. Because if it goes for a poor signal for too long, it shuts down.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Someone's saying something. Hold on if it's freezing. Like the video, share it so that you can remember it. And you could always come back to it and speed through the freezing sections. Let me go back here, sorry. This home, I'm gonna say, is a new construction inventory home. Is this Watermark by Meritage Homes? Absolutely. So, and this is priced at $535. It's 2,789 square feet, 2-car garage, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1 story. It's completed, ready to move in. Now, one thing about, sometimes they will build homes for people and people back out for change simply because they had changes in their lives, or they couldn't get the money together and they thought they could. But that's a great opportunity. Gotta get the key. Here we go. There we are. Hope it's one of these. That's not that one. And, okay. Good. Second one's a charm. All right. Oh, I love this. I love this. When you enter, now it goes up to 30 frames a second when we go inside. That is insane. Okay. So if you watch my videos, you know that I like big entryways. I think that makes the house feel very welcoming, as opposed to squeezing people into a narrow hallway and you have to walk all the way down the hallway to get to anything. So this, you could put a credenza right here, maybe a bench to put your shoes on. A lot of opportunity, a closet over here, which it's not, even though we don't have a lot of coats here, we still do have coats and jackets and stuff when we walk in bedrooms. You got 2 bedrooms here. And you know what? One thing is I know about inventory. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to, I enjoyed it, but there was a point that where it got to be like, oh my God, there's too many frickin' decisions here. And what I like about an inventory home is everything on the price. On a new construction, nice, look at this, beautiful drop zone here.
Yeah, that is very nice. And you don't realize the importance of that until you don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, do you have that now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, we
good.
got a drop zone. It's great. We put a lot of stuff there.
Okay, it's 25, 30. It keeps going in and out, but now it's at 30 frames per second. So we just showed you the drop zone. Oh, well, this is a nice view.
That is nice.
That's not bad. I'd rather have my view, but that's another story. But, so it's got a laminate floor here. Okay. I'll bet you this was a house that somebody backed out of because it seems like there's some unique choices. There's a...
Yeah.
There's a sitting area right there, and then there's the water view, and then right down the street would be the grocery store. But one of the things I'm going to point out later is that down this way, walking distance without crossing any streets is the new high school, which is coming in 2021. Can everybody hear me? Oh my God, it's at one frame. What's going on? This is a beautiful model.
Yeah. There is a ton of cabinet space in this house.
Yeah.
I can't imagine filling all that, but I guess it's possible.
Yeah, really. So this is an inventory home, which usually means that it means that it's available to buy. But it's a completed inventory home. There's no more construction needed on it. So it may have been a deal that fell through. Someone picked out all her stuff and now, but for the most part, everything's been decided. It's all ready to move in. Okay, it's Joy's World. Yes, we heard about the high school close by. Yeah, I mean, and it's going to be brand new, and it's opening in 2021. Let's go down this way, see what's over here. So you've got a half bath off what could be the pool, if you wanted a pool. Oh, this is, okay, no, I'm wrong. This is not the master. So there's another bedroom here. Have you seen the master yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Anyway, and so,
It's another full bath. Yeah.
another full bath. Yeah, there's, what does it say? I think they said 3.5 baths.
That's the master there. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the master. My Uncle Gene. Anyway. So, and this is the master. Oh, I like this. I love this.
It's like a split bathroom. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
so you got 2 closets. You got a walk-in shower over here.
Yeah, very nice.
Beautifully tiled. That's quartz. And you step through. Here's the laundry room right through the closet. So that could have its benefits, I think. And then here's another closet over here. So it's got some really good closet space.
Definitely. Yeah.
Good, very good closet space, yeah. Your house has really good closet space too, I
It
think, right?
does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It seems like all the homes by Meritage really do have a lot of closet space.
Yeah, well, I think that's what people are, asking for a lot.
Right.
So let's take another look at this.
Really open floor plan.
Yeah, so you'd have the dining room, but you'd put I would put the whole dining room. So this would be considered a gourmet kitchen. It's got a double oven. And this is not a gas community. You don't have gas, right?
No, it's all electric.
And yeah, mine's, yeah, I wish it was, I don't like gas, but
Most communities in the area, at least here, seem to be electric. I don't know too many people who use gas. And that has to do with just the underground.
Oh, and here's something right through here. What's this? My God, we got, oh, this is so you got two entrances. This I like now. This I like. You have two entrances to the laundry room. That's good. And you're plumbed for a sink. That's cool. Nice, another linen closet right there. That's good. I actually like that. Now, I should not talk too soon. But look how welcoming this front door is. So what time are we at? Okay, we got to run. So I'm going to drop these keys off. But to give you an idea of this community, I hope it was this key. Spectacular. So people are watching. Okay, good. Yep. Great. If you really like this video, like and share it, please. Share it with all your friends. Share it with any. My impulse keeps calling me. Okay, so we got 30 frames per second.
So Watermark is it's a large community.
Thank you.
It has it's broken up into different sections. So we are in what's called Watermark Terrace, and
I didn't even remember that. You're right.
Yeah, it's off of Seidel Road. Actually, all of Watermark is off of Seidel Road, and again, it's broken up just into different sections. So the community, the clubhouse community for Watermark, is actually across the street. You could walk to it if you wanted to, but you could drive to it as well. And the clubhouse here is very, very it's well maintained. It has a great pool. It has a second-story viewing area for the Magic Kingdom fireworks every night. So if you didn't want to watch them from your house, you could go over to the clubhouse and have just a great view of the fireworks.
And I live streamed from there once. It was real nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a little side tour into this Barrett model. Now I actually don't have any inventory on these right now, but they will start building releasing the lots in April.
And if anybody has a question about the homeowners association dues, they just lowered them, and that's for homes. Townhomes are more expensive on the HOA dues.
They lowered the HOA?
Yes. So the reason being is because as they've brought in more homes and more residents now who are supporting the HOA.
Someone's asking what an HOA is.
Yeah, so it's basically the dues that you pay, or it's an association, but inside the association.
How much was it? It was $2-something, right?
It was $142.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
And then they just dropped it to $108. And again, it's basically the money you pay every month to maintain the community. So the common grounds, the clubhouse, the lighting, the electricity bill that the community pays, all of the utilities, property taxes. Things like that the community pays for. That's what the HOA dues support.
Okay. So is everybody hearing me right now? Because I want to get a good connection before I move in. 1, 2, 1, 2. I gotta figure out something better. This is weird. It's been 2 times this has happened, and I've been here before and not had an issue with. Okay, so let's go in through this way and then.
And do you have any model homes for any of these?
I'm sorry.
No?
Thanks.
Sorry, what was that?
We don't have anything that's furnished in this.
No, but the home, I don't care if it's not a model home, if it's done.
Okay, a couple people saying yes and yes and yes. Oh, great. Thank you so much, because my camera is telling me other things. So we're going to go in this model, and I was really impressed by this model. In fact, it was my favorite. In fact, this was, if I had bought in this community, I would have bought this model, but they weren't building until January, they said. And now they've pushed that to April. So, which means you're not getting in for 8 months. It would have been another year for me.
So that's a good point. You know, a lot of in your home search, if you're planning on moving down here, timing has a lot to do with everything.
Okay, let's stay. Yeah, I know. You know, we were just talking about this, that when we came here, there was a really good assortment of choices. And there's still in this community, there's still some choices because they're continuing to build inventory homes.
Right.
Some communities don't build unless they have an order for it. And then some communities will, and then some communities will build like this, where they'll build some homes to keep working and active, and
They call it move-in ready. So they'll
Yeah.
build homes and they're available for purchase. You can't modify them, but they're called move-in ready. You know, you come into the community, you walk through it, and you're like, oh, I like this a lot, and then you make an offer on the home. So that's kind of it's a move-in ready situation versus a contract where you're building from the ground up.
And you know what? One of the things is you're right about that, making an offer. I mean, I don't remember. Did we make we made a couple of,
Yeah.
I usually say with a human being, someone selling their home, there really shouldn't be more than 2 offers going back and forth, because some people could just say, you know what? We don't have to sell. We're not talking to you. You're annoying us. With a new construction, you can make as many offers as you want until they say to you, hey, this is it. We're doing the best we can right now. So just like with a bank and a foreclosure, which when I started in this business, everything was foreclosure that I was selling. Now everything's new construction. So, which is good. And Jeff Smith is asking Landmark, and I'm going, nope, this is Watermark, because we got water all around us.
That's right.
But I am shocked that the HOA fees went down like that. That is beautiful. So I just love this model. I really do. It feels very welcoming. It feels very homey. It's got a unique. It's got a unique layout to it, which gives it a lot of character. And I'll show you that in a sec, but I want to show you, this is why I needed something with a first floor bedroom for my mother. This actually would have been so much better than that. Anyway, so it's got a first floor bedroom there, which is this is a Ross. And then it does have an attached bath here. With a tub, cost me $2,000 to put a walk-in shower there. I was a pain in the. I was like, $2,000? Oh my God! But it's this door. I love these type of doors because they put a lot of light into the house. Okay. This is where you've got sit-up counter seating here. And I just love this model. It's so beautiful. Great thing about building new construction is you can make some changes as long as they've already have the design plans for it. This model can actually have a balcony, and I love balconies. I always talk about that. You probably heard me saying that a dozen times.
So this is the model home for the Barrett, and it has all the furniture already in it, and it does have a lot of upgrades in it as well.
Yeah, but this is linoleum, so that's not too expensive.
Right.
And can everybody hear us? There we go, 30 frames. Okay, so this is I love how the kitchen, this is a gourmet kitchen. That would definitely be an upgrade, probably like $15,000. With the extra cabinets and all that, and the raised oven. Yeah. But like I was saying, it does have a lot of character to it. There's this right here, which you could display things on. It's got a nice corner pantry, which I like. Mine does not have a corner pantry. Ticked off about that, but anyway. I bought, now, sometimes there's one criteria that makes you buy a house, and I bought my house because of the lot. I wanted to, but this, not in your house, a display case for how Meritage is built, but they have this really ample area here that you can use for flex space, play area. I could see this when you're as a downstairs crib area. There's so much stuff that you could do here. And it's like about, I'd say at least 8 by 8. So that's what I mean about this layout having a lot of character. I don't see that. Now this could also be an office too. I would probably do that as my office too, yeah. How much does these homes usually go for? This house starts at $410, basic entry level, with carpet and some tile. It would be $410, but it would not have quartz. It would have granite, and it would not have a gourmet kitchen like this. So about $410 to start. But things like this, the hardwood stairs, that's an extra upcharge. Let's see if we. Yeah, this is what I was saying. This has the most unique layout. Oh, yeah. This would have been a great house for me. But this is a beautiful room here. Right now, this could be a bedroom, though. This could easily be a bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've set it up as, a flex space. And for those who are watching, again, like and share this video. Oh my God, this bathroom is awesome. The way this is set up, I can tell that this is close to $500,000.
Yeah, with all the upgrades in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of upgrades in here. But if you don't need them, you don't need them. But you got to remember, if you're trying to resell the home, there's a home that's actually, I could see it from here. Yeah, they didn't upgrade anything. You just got the lowest level. So it seems frozen. Damn it. Okay, stay with us. It may get back. I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, that house is still on the market. Still on the market, like 8 months later. They won't date me. I would have offered. I couldn't. I couldn't even get my head around 440 because I needed to do so much work to it. So do you think we're still frozen? If you click refresh, try refresh. Okay, it has a nice bedroom, shared bath, nice bedroom here. See, I was thinking with yours model, the Whitman.
Yes. Yeah. Whitman too. Yeah.
I could have put in, because I would have had to put an elevator in for my mother.
Right.
That was a little bit too much for me. But it was only $15,000.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, not that bad, because they don't have to cut through this. They didn't have to cut through the ceiling, and but she's like, I'm not going on that elevator.
So the other thing with this community,
Yeah.
it's a Meritage community, and one of the things Meritage prides itself in
Go through
is
here.
Energy efficiency.
Oh yeah.
So I can tell you, as somebody who lives here, that our electric bill is much
Okay.
lower.
Let's
than-
repeat that.
Yeah, so Meritage Homes, which this is a community of, one of the things they pride themselves in is energy efficiency. So your electric bills, your water, all of that, you're going to be surprised to see how low your electric bills are, right? In
Yeah.
Florida, electric bills are going to be higher because of the air conditioning, especially in the summer months. But Meritage uses foam insulation throughout the home,
Yep.
and it provides an extra layer of protection from the heat, the wind, and it helps keep your electric bill you know, maybe 25% less expensive than it would be without it.
Yeah.
So a big plus.
And when you look at the price points here, there's really, I actually think they're better here on some of like these homes here in the 300s than other communities. Okay, yeah, let's go that way. Let's see. Everybody hearing me now? I hate that I'm always asking if people can hear me. I can't wait. I'm at my house and I gotta, someone please, if there's a Tesla out there, come up with walkable Wi-Fi. I just saw a big thing on Tesla recently on the History Channel. My God, he was a genius. It's amazing how many things he invented. Anyway, so here we go. Where do you see the fireworks right here?
Right. So just for some perspective, so you're going to see the fireworks right over that tree line, but just over these homes right here, if you can see my finger, just over these homes right there. And again, the Magic Kingdom is literally about 1.5 miles physically away from us.
Yeah.
Now driving there is different, but physical, if you look on a map, we're literally like 1.5 miles away.
Now, in a little while, I'm going to hop on my bicycle if nobody stole it, and I'm going to show you, but one of the things I'm not going to show you because it's too much for me to show, is right there is where the high school is going to be. So, you know, even though I don't have kids or anything like that, I kind of like the idea of a high school being by. It's nice seeing kids going to school and stuff like that. But they're going to be able to, from here, they can walk right to the school without crossing any major streets. Now, the people on the other side, they have to cross a major street. And if anybody, if the parents were like my mother, they would, it would take me in the car across rather than have me cross because that's a pretty big street there.
The other thing too is if you go down this road right here, literally maybe a couple hundred yards, maybe I'd say a quarter mile, you're going to hit 429, which is the Florida turn. You know, it's a Florida toll road, but it does provide a lot of access to major shopping areas and such.
Yes.
So it's a big benefit.
So where do you shop when you're right now?
Right now, I'm going to Target a lot. There's a place not too far.
So you go to
from
the
here.
Target in Kissimmee?
Yeah. So we sometimes
That's where I go to. Yeah.
Sometimes we go there. There's also a place about 4 or 5 miles from here called Winter Garden Village.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, and there's a super Target there. There is a Walmart about 4 miles from here, and then a place called Hamlin Town Center.
Now, Hamlin Town Center is awesome. I've done some live streams from there. Yeah, you're right. It's right there. But I would say it's 5 driving miles.
Okay.
Probably about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But right soon, there's going to be a grocery store, they say 2021, right up here. Yep. And this way is where there's going to be another Target, God, what else? There's grocery stores. Yeah, it's a whole shopping plaza that's coming, but Target's going to be the first phase.
So this is the entrance and exit I always come out of right here to get back into the community. Now, if I want to go to the Magic Kingdom, I'm going right.
Okay.
If I want to go to any of the other parks, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, I'm going left. And I'm going right up the road here. So
now, do you go on the 420? Do you hop on the 429? Because you have to pay a toll there.
Yeah, I don't. I go a little further up, and I make a left onto Avalon Road, which takes me to Flamingo Crossing, and then Western Way, and then I'm on property.
So if you want to Google Flamingo Crossing, you'll see so much is coming in there. And there's also other communities there's a couple communities nearby there, and I think there's actually an over 55 community that's probably going to start selling in 2021, which is going to be the closest over 55 community to Disney World. But maybe in 10 years when I'm acceptable for over 55. I mean, right now I'm too young. They would never accept me. But no, seriously, they do have a 80-20 split. 20% can be under 55 owners. So we're going to hit the Whitman.
Yeah, so these are what are called with Meritage called bungalows. So what they are is
Boy, you're a real good tour guide.
these are townhomes that just aren't connected. There's zero lot line, but you're not connected right next door, like somebody on the other side of the wall. You're in a standalone structure, a single family home, which again Meritage calls a bungalow.
Yeah.
But you would find a lot of these characteristics in a townhome, which is what we were looking for when we first came down. But when we saw these, we're like, well, we don't really want somebody on the other side of the wall. This was a perfect option for us.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at some townhomes that were really nice, but the prices were like $310 for a townhome, and this was just slightly more.
Yeah, not that much more.
Yeah.
And
I remember we walked in here and we were
Yes.
sitting down, and but right here is where they're building, I think on 50-foot lots, but they have not announced or what they say released the lots yet. So we are in. Okay, for Christy Lynn, we are in Watermark.
Yes.
So if you want any information, they actually have a good amount of inventory here, unlike some other communities. But everybody has like there's like one community that's almost that's only got one unit left, which I'm hoping that holds out for a while because I have a
Yes.
customer that's going to be going to that. So we're going to walk into the Whitman.
So one of the things I remember when you drove us around and we were looking for homes, one of the things I remember was we were driving behind the Magic Kingdom, which is basically where we are now. But as we were driving around this area, I was shocked at how underdeveloped it was. There weren't as many homes as I thought there would be. There was not a whole lot of commercial, grocery stores and such. But you know that within the next 5 years, this place is going to explode with commercial development. So that's plazas, that's restaurants. It just has to, because there's so many rooftops in the area
Oh yeah.
that they're going to start putting in a lot of commercial real estate here. And again, being right next to a major tourist attraction like Walt Disney World, I just was shocked at how underdeveloped this area was. But it's developing extremely fast.
Well, I really wish I could understand the lineage of this area, because it seems like about 10 years ago it was released for sale. And I know that Disney owns pockets of this land in all the commercial areas.
Right.
Disney seems to they don't hold on to residential, but they hold on to the commercial surrounding the residential. So it's like what they do in Celebration. They have a whole bunch of stuff in Celebration that they still own, but they don't own anybody's houses. But from what I'm told, they own the land that's going to be used for the grocery store over here. By the way, I don't even think you heard, there's another area that's going commercial right now where they're clearing out, where they haven't announced anything in. But next year, right now you do have some great places to go. Winter Garden Village has the largest Publix, has a clean Walmart.
Right.
That's all I have to say. The Walmart is clean.
Yeah.
I could actually take my mother in there.
Yeah, it's Hamlin Town Center. The Walmart there, the Publix there is fantastic.
Yeah.
For sure. So this is the actual floor plan that we have. It's called Whitman 2. And the exterior isn't the same. The exterior is different, but inside the floor plan is exactly what we have.
Yeah.
Where
Let's
we
go see.
live.
Did you get a Ring doorbell?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah, all
good
the
for you.
homes I believe come with Ring doorbells.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, all the homes
In my community.
with Meritage come with a technology package. So the lock, the doorbell, the AC, the garage door opener, everything has is technology where you can actually program it from your phone. You can open your garage with your phone when you're away. So it's a big plus, definitely.
So have we slowed down, because I'm seeing 0, 1, and 1 frame? I don't know. I've heard that before, and they've said.
Yeah. So again, this is very similar to what we have. There's a lot of cabinet space, countertop space, and a great dining area where you could actually put a nice large table and chairs. This unit, it really caught my eye, was this staircase.
Yes, hi. I'm actually, Neil, I was talking to the salesperson here about you. There is one home I'd like to show you, and there's a couple other things that are available that are coming up. But this was going to be the perfect, Do you use this? Do you have like an office up here?
Yeah, so we use, this is a loft, and it's a large space. We use it as an office and also just a lounge area where we go upstairs and just kind of sit. We can watch TV and you know, get away from the first floor. But again, we also use it as office space.
Yeah. It's got a great view now, but I don't think it'll have. I wonder how high those houses. You know, kind of figured because there'll definitely be houses there.
So if you wanted to come up here and watch the fireworks, you would have a great view up here being elevated on the second floor, looking over that tree line out there and watching the fireworks. It's
Yeah.
just, they're not too far and they're not too close. It's the perfect distance.
Yeah. This is nice, and then you.
Model in this floor plan, and it brings in just a lot of light, a great amount of light.
Yeah, it certainly does. Okay, and you have the shared bath here. Did you get quartz or granite?
It's granite. Yeah, we had granite.
Bear with me if the chat is slow, please. Nice big bedroom.
Yes,
Do you remember what the dimensions are?
not of the master. I know the entire home is 2,050 square feet. There's a lot of closet space. There's two closets.
Oh, really?
The way we have it is my wife gets the larger closet.
Oh, surprise,
and I get
surprise.
the smaller closet.
See who that is. Randy.
But you would be surprised how.
Hey, Randy, how are you? I'm sorry.
You'd be surprised how affordable these bungalow series are.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you. That's a good point.
I mean, if you're concerned about price and your price point, these start in the low 300s. So it really, some of it depends on what part of the country you're coming from. I know coming from the Midwest myself, homes are a little more expensive here. But if you're coming from the Northeast,
Yeah. Connection, and we'll go look at the last house here. And I think what I'm going to do is hop on my bicycle and drive up the street to show you where my house is going to be, because I'm in a neighboring community. Actually, I was trying very hard to get in here, but they just didn't have anything that fit my needs for view. Because one thing you're going to see, oh, by the way, write down the website, victorsvista.com, where you can see me showing the fireworks constantly. I'm going to be doing it every night. In fact, I think I'm going to try to find out how I can live stream all the
this
time.
is basically my view of where our house sits. This is the view that we have, and I'm just down the street. But basically, the Magic Kingdom fireworks are in that direction. So if you're facing east, like this house is, you're going to have a great view of the fireworks over the tree line. And if that's what's interesting, if that's important to you to have that firework view, just make sure you kind of know where they're at, and you can even go each night and look and see where they're at. But if it's important to you, then you're going to want to have a home in this community that faces to the east.
Okay. Alyssa and Neil are asking how many bedrooms. That was a 3-bedroom home, but they do have other ones here. They have
2.5 bath.
3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. Okay, and now we're going to go. I love the names of these homes, though. The Angelou. That's such nice. It doesn't mean anything, but it's a nice tribute. So the Angelou model. Let's see if I've got this on the list here. Probably do. Okay, this is it. Bungalows. Good. The Angelou. These start in the 320s. And they're 3 bedrooms. Just under 1,900 square feet, 3 bedrooms. It's rear entry, obviously, for the garage. So one drawback of that is most of the time, you will not get any yard space when you have a rear entry garage, depending on how it's cut. But if you got 32 feet across, You know, most garages are 30 feet across, so you're not going to really get that much. Um, So here we go. This is the Angelou model. So this one can come with a front patio, which, let's go look at that. I love this. I love the, yours has a front patio too. We didn't,
Sure does.
look at this one there. That's, oh, I'm looking at someone's house, but that is a nice front patio right there. See, mine doesn't have, mine, well, it does, but yeah. No, he's asking if it's Keith. This is. Okay, so I'm here with one of my customers, Aaron, who you work in Celebration.
Yes, that's correct.
So you commute, you drive right through Disney World?
I do. I go. I literally get on World Drive and I drive all the way to the end of World Drive, and I'm in Celebration. So it's really a great commute. I don't have to get on I-4, which is a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my commute from home to work every day is like 10 minutes. It's really terrific.
Yeah. Now, I am actually moving to right over there. Let me show you. I'll show you. I'm the next community over that way. But I'm moving from Celebration because you just get more bang for your buck here.
Mm-hmm.
You get a brand new house. You know, I could probably get the same size house, but it wouldn't be brand new and it wouldn't have the view. Alyssa and Neil are saying, hey. Doing great.
Yeah, most of these bungalows are 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, which is really perfect for a medium-sized family.
Yeah.
Or even just a couple who has an extended family who comes to visit. So and again, it depends where you are in your life. If you're if you're older and you're going to have people visit, this is a great option. If you're younger and you're just starting out, also a great option.
I do like this bedroom a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is in the 330s, 340s, probably with extra features. It's 350, 360, but it really does have a lot of what good space for, good layout,
Yeah.
Now we're at 30 frames per second. Oh, God. Yeah. Now comparing, I could see why you picked your layout over
Yes.
this one.
I mean, this has a nice loft to it as well.
Yes, it does. But like what I liked about your loft is that you look out through those big windows.
Right.
So here they set this room up as an office. I'm gonna kill Verizon. I'm telling you. I'm gonna head out. So we're almost done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And again, just to say, look, I mean, you get some great light coming into these homes with the windows, and even with all of the sun coming through, you still have very, very good energy efficiency. in your
Yeah,
house.
because these, any new windows after 2009 are all double pane, but these are top of the line. You've got your bills are going to be much more cost effective.
Yes, I would say we're seeing 20 to
Wow.
other communities.
Well, I find it's not the Wi-Fi signal is what's wrong. The phone signal usually isn't that bad. It's just it's the signal for data that if it gets too slow.
Right.
But darn it, I forgot to turn off all my apps before I started. I gotta leave myself a note. So what I'm gonna do is walk back to the sales office right now and hop on my bike and take a bike ride up the street, point out my community. Then I'm gonna live stream later from my community.
Well, I just want to say that, if you're considering a move from from another part of the country down here to Central Florida. The process of doing that, it can be very stressful. There's a lot of moving parts to a move like that. You're talking about selling a home, buying a home,
Yeah.
moving all of your furnishings and such. You're talking about closing costs. You're talking about title work, working with banks. You're literally working with.
Hey, don't discourage her. No, just kidding.
No, not
No,
at
just
all.
kidding.
It's just part of it.
Yeah.
But it's really important to have an agent, real estate agent, who knows what's going on, who knows the process. The process can be disjointed at times, but when you have somebody who kind of can foresee what's about to happen or what's going to happen, it makes a huge difference. It reduces your stress level. And that's what Victor brought to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
He brought that to us. He really knew what was going to happen next. Kind of informed us before it even happened. Like, hey, be ready for this. It's coming.
Really? Did I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So it really, really does help. Victor knows this area inside and out. He picked
you.
us up at our Disney hotel, drove us around to different communities that he thought would fit our lifestyle. And again, it was just a huge help. And
Good, thank you.
If you're considering a move down here, I would highly recommend giving Victor a call or reaching out.
Thank you. Let's hope I had good connection when that was going on. Let's see. Oh, you have to do it again. Oh, good. Someone said no stress. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I find that when people get really stressed, and I have a customer going through this right now, is where they don't know where they're going and they don't know if they're going to be able to sell where they're from. I can't really help them sell where they're from, but once they got that house closed, you know, most properties you can move into, and, you know, depending on the inventory, you know, here there's going to be, if you wanted a 32 foot across lot, you got a lot of good choices.
There's a lot of variety here.
Yeah, there is.
Bungalows to townhomes to larger single family homes. So yeah, it spreads the gamut as far as what you're looking for.
But I will tell you, not as much inventory as there has been historically. 2-3 years ago, there's a and they couldn't even build it fast enough. So it depends on where you're looking. But now some of those communities are having resales, and those resales have to compete with the new construction. And unless they're willing to compete, they're not selling. They have to really reduce that price, because people get new construction for this price. They're not going to spend the same price for a resale home.
Right. If Walt Disney World is a big part of the reason why you're moving down here, this is a great area to come right now, because the prices haven't got to the point where it's unattainable. At some point, when these communities fill up and this area gets full of residential, it's going to be harder to get, you know, into this area. And as more commercial develops and things become more convenient, the prices of the homes are just going to continue to go up. You can never tell with real estate, but
No, you really can't.
I mean, being next to
predict
a
real estate.
major tourist attraction, there's so much to do at Walt Disney World. I mean, literally, I come home at night, I pick up my wife and daughter, and we take a ride over to Epcot to go watch a Eat to the Beat concert. I mean, there's just so much to do. Activities on the weekends, and that's just Walt Disney World. That doesn't even count, you know, downtown Winter Garden, Windermere, Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. There's just so much to do here that you can never be bored.
Now, have you been to did you mention downtown Winter Garden?
Yes.
Have you ever gone to the Garden Theater there?
I have not gone to the Garden Theater. We've talked about going to the farmers market that they have there. It's just, I hear it's fantastic.
It is. It really is on Saturdays.
yes,
It's really great.
but-
It's the best one around here.
Yeah, and again, right now we are just in the best time of year for weather, as you can tell. You know, it's beautiful right now. We're in the winter months where you want to be outside and you want to be doing things. But again, if Walt Disney World is a big reason why you're coming here, if you're coming here to retire, there's just so much going on here, and this is a great area to come right here. It's like I say, it's convenient to Walt Disney World. There's more and more commercial development coming in. Convenience, And again, you're going to have fireworks literally, a mile and a half from your home.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. I actually watched the New Year's Eve fireworks from my house, and it literally
So
filled
it
the
filled.
sky
let's see.
with fireworks.
So it filled this area right here.
Yes, because they were 360 perimeter.
Wow.
And it literally just lit up the sky over the tree line. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I think the thing about it is, I think people think that a lot of people moving to Central Florida are familiar with the area they stayed in and the area they shopped in Central Florida, which may not be as appealing as this area. I mean, I think of the great areas. I sold in Kissimmee, I've sold in Orlando, but they probably haven't seen this area because there hasn't been a reason for them to go to Winter Garden, because there's not like attractions and there's no Universal Studios and stuff. Of course, Universal Studios is only 15 minutes away.
Right.
But what I find is that people haven't even heard of Winter Garden. Also, they're very confused with all the other winters that are out here, because there's Winter Haven,
Right.
there's Winter Springs, and then there's Winter Garden. Winter Spring, and there's another winter I can't even think of it. And then there's Windermere.
Right.
So when people say to me, "Oh, no, I've seen that. It's right below Davenport." I'm like, "No, it's a great area, but it's not Winter Garden."
Right. So Winter Garden was just ranked by Money Magazine as the 10th best place to live in the country.
Yeah,
And,
I'm glad you brought that up.
This is really a great community. It's developing into something special. And again, this would be a terrific spot to at least look at and see if it fits your lifestyle.
Well, listen, my desire, I'll tell you about me, is my desire was to live in Celebration for the longest freaking time. And I finally got my house in Celebration. And when I started really getting to know this area, because I hadn't really been in here too often, I immediately decided this is where I'm going, because I like the fireworks. It's the same proximity to Disney World. Celebration there's only one Celebration, but I also felt that it just had this good, clean, new feel to it.
Right.
That I just don't think. And Celebration is, listen, no offense to Celebration. I love Celebration, but this was better for me. So, and also I liked that the grocery store was 1 mile away, and they were building some stuff 1 mile away from me in Celebration, and it's going to be a Dave & Buster's.
Oh, nice.
That's just what I need. I need a who doesn't need a Dave & Buster's around the corner?
You can never get enough of
No,
arcade
I
games,
can
right?
never get enough of Dave & Buster's.
Right.
So, but this is, so now one thing I will tell you is there are a variety of communities in this area that compete with let me show you, put that on camera. There's a variety of communities that compete with this, but I think what you liked about this, the building quality, the proximity to Disney, the amenities, which the HOA fee just went down, as a matter of fact. I can't believe that.
Yes.
That's shocking to me.
Yes.
I'm hoping mine goes down too.
Well, the more residents that come into your community.
Well, you got that big, beautiful resort pool over
Yes,
there.
It really is a great clubhouse here. The pool, the facility itself, and then I just love the fact
And it's got a gym.
it's got a gym, yes, and it's got the viewing area on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Really terrific.
Yeah, it's really. But there are a variety of different communities. Every high quality, except for one is not that great, but builder will be named nameless, but there's all the good. I mean, Toll Brothers is across the street. D.R. Horton is down the street. We got some Lennar. We got K. Havnanian. K. Havnanian has great designs, I got to tell you. So anyway, there's a lot of different types available, but the inventory and selection right now is not as big as I'd like, but that doesn't mean that if you don't pay attention, you won't find something, because something opens up You know,
So
yeah.
if golf is your thing, which a lot of people when they come to Florida, they want to be near golf courses. There is a golf course just right up the street here called Orange.
Oh, yeah,
Orange
yeah,
National Country Club.
My broker was a member of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like literally 5 minutes away. And then the Disney's Palm and Magnolia courses are a 10-minute drive from here.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you just go right down like the
And
way
you
we
could-
just there.
But you go by a day, or do you have to become a member?
No, you can just go by the day. It's
Oh, really?
public. Yeah. You,
Oh, it
you
is?
walk in and you pay
Okay.
your greens fees and you could go out. and
Because
play.
my broker and I went out there, and it was the most boring hour I ever spent. And I don't know what you actually golf. I didn't,
Yes.
Okay.
I try.
Yeah. No. That was I'd rather watch paint dry.
And again, not for everybody, but
Yeah.
again, if that's your thing, it's here. There's courses all around, and those are the three closest ones. But
Yeah.
it's really nice to have that amenity available.
Yeah. So for the next couple of minutes, I'm going to hop on my bicycle, and I'm going to take you on a little, just a little tour of the area and just point out a couple things. I don't think I'll go up all the way to my new house, depending on how much energy I have. But I will do a live stream from my new house later on today. So I'll come back here and everything. So,
Yeah.
all right, great,
Well, thanks.
Aaron.
Yeah,
thank
thanks.
you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Victor.
so much.
Yeah, if anybody wants to connect on Facebook, feel free to send me a friend request.
Oh,
Also,
okay. So, okay, I'll put a tag on
Yep.
you. I'll tag you on the videos.
And if you don't mind, me and my wife run a charity called Magical Wishes for Kids.
Yes.
And Victor supports that. We raise money for Give Kids the World, which is the resort here where kids go to spend their week-long Walt Disney World vacation. It's the resort where they actually stay. They
Yeah.
feed them, and then we raise money for that village. Again, it's Magical Wishes for Kids. You can find us at mwfk.org or like our Facebook page at Indie Disney Meet.
Indie Disney Meet. Okay, great. Great. I'll tag it on the
appreciate
videos
it.
and everything.
Okay.
Terrific.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Aaron. Thank you. Now I'm going to have to exercise.
That's the best thing about living here.
No, not at my age. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
you.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
So that was one of my customers. I love it when they volunteer. When I ask them and they say okay. Yes, these homes do not have pools. Okay, that's a very good question. No pool. It's a shame, but there's no pool. What I would do is you want to look at a house that has garage in the front, like this one. This one, obviously, you could put a pool in. New construction, rarely house. Unless it's going to be a short-term rental or it's something something special that they're doing. But I've honestly only seen it on a few occasions, or when someone buys the house, orders a pool, and then in the last minutes before the house closes, their situation changes and they're not able to purchase the home. So that's when I see them having, trying to show you something. So that's when I see them having, so they always, the models usually, will have a pool. So let me point out some stuff, and I'm going to go on my bike for then I'm going to come back, depending on what time it is, 2:24. I have to call my mother at 3. Okay, so want to point where I'm going to drive to. I'm going to drive down this road to Coppola, I would call it, right there, just to point out where we are. This is Seidel Road. Seidel Road. Now, Seidel Road cuts Winter Garden in half in this section. They just enlarged this road from 2 lanes to 4. Okay, from 2 lanes to 4. And one of the key selling points, those are townhomes right there. Now, those are all sold out. One of the key selling points for me on this community was, or this area, sorry, I'm not in this community, One was that there was a grocery store coming in right there. Now, I was actually thinking about being on that side of Sidell Road. Okay, being able to walk to the grocery store. But I just couldn't find anything that I really liked there. It would be a resale, and I just couldn't find anything that I liked for me. I saw something that was close to my price range, but it was rated to make it, just because the stuff they put in it was so inferior, you know? So that's where we are. And then I'll see how I feel, if I want to go all the way down or come back and throw the bike in the car. Anyway, so just give me 1 minute here. Well, bad news. Bad news. Okay. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Did this work? Can I do this? Yep. Well, I don't know if you could see, but my clamp broke. So, it's not expensive. So anyway, I'm not going to be driving. Okay. Thank you so much for your participation today. I think this was a great live stream. I'm probably going to do my house doesn't open for 6 weeks, so I'm probably going to do a vacation rental community next, because I haven't done that many lately. And so stay in touch, like my Facebook page. I've got I'm finding, actually, to be honest with you, I'm finding that I'm running out of places to show. And that's because some of the communities that I've been to are 40 different communities. Now I'm having 10, 12 different communities that actually have inventory. So that's a big thing that's changing now with me, is not having enough, inventory. Even though I think there is ample inventory to buy, because you only need one, there's not 50 choices, there's 10. So it's something to think about. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'll next time when I have more battery power and a better hookup, darn it, that thing broke, I'll be back. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, let me see what someone's saying something. Oh, Pat, great. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll be back.